I'll re-host real quick. Hello and welcome to Kedrick Farms. How is everyone doing this fine evening? I've got all the wrong screens up in all the wrong places. Let me see if we can move some stuff around and pop out some chat here. I'm going to put, where should I put you, chat? We're going to put you over on this monitor tonight. We're trying to get everything all queued up. Today's been a weird day. The whole leap year thing caught up with me, and a bunch of month-end stuff is due today. Trying to wrap all that up. There we go. Chat, you get a special place right up here if Windows would stop trying to dock your window. Waylon, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. All right. I am going to be joined here, hopefully, by Livin from the staff team. He's following me over to the UK. And, yeah, let's see. Oh, and Livin's on mute. Do you have pumps and hoses?
No, that I just got it, though.
Oh, okay, because I can take it off if you don't have it. Okay.
I just bought it.
No worries.
Yeah.
So we are going to be continuing our, our achievement run here tonight. And I thought since it's leap year and there's an achievement for jumping on a horse for 5 minutes straight, which is the most ridiculous achievement I can think of, we'd start out with that. Do a little bit of leaping with the whole leap day on leap year. If I can find the gate here. Double click does not work well on gates. It's just a smidge slow there. Jamie, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Jake, the weather was beautiful. It was super nice out this week today. It's a little chillier than it was. We went from having 70-something degree temperatures to we had a wind chill of like 10 yesterday, but today it's warmed up a little bit. It's at least back in the 30s. All right, I need to find somewhere that I can move about. Maybe we'll just take a tour around the map. Let me bring up the map for a second here. I'll take a circuit around the map, see how far I can get running all out with jumps. Oh no. Okay, we're off to a bad start. I jumped into a fence and got stuck. 5 continuous minutes of this. I don't know if I can not crash into something for 5 whole minutes, folks. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I figured this is the best way to do this. We'll get it out of the way early, and I'm getting stuck again. This is probably messing up my jumping. Oh my goodness. Okay, stay away from the fences and cars drive on the wrong side of the road. I'm not sure my horse is going to be that happy about running down the road either. I hit something. Oh my goodness, this is going to be terrible if we crash into something every 30 seconds. Okay, we're off to a better start. So how is everyone doing tonight? We are at 2 crashes, but the problem is my crash counters on my... Oh my gosh, that truck just ran right through me. Apparently horses don't count as collisions. The problem I have as well is that my crash counter is on the other hand. So in order to handle the crash, I have to reach over, because I'm jumping is my space bar and I have to continue to press that. Wait, why are we on 3 crashes? Did I forget one, Keegan, there? I'll trust you guys. I'm not keeping track, that's for sure. We gotta run down the middle of the road here so I don't get run into anything. Oh, this is painful. I can't wait to start getting into, excuse me, the farming again tonight. Alex Detman, how are you doing? I don't even know. I should have looked better at what time I started this, but I'm already getting a sore wrist from trying to jump this stupid horse. Oh my goodness. I wonder how picky it is about how constantly I have to jump. Like if I take 3 steps, is that too far? Oh, don't hit another car. And look at how fast my horse is getting dirty. Oh no, I'm not jumping because I'm stuck in a bush. Okay, that was very unfortunate. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna hope that this isn't gonna end me. This is oh, the edge of the map. Okay, there's definitely some problems with collisions and horses. I might be starting over right now, I don't know. I'm hoping that doesn't count against me. It's quite hard. I'm gonna walk slower. It's quite hard to navigate this thing because it gets a little bit stuck on anything it touches or comes anywhere near. Jake, have I tried Big Flat Texas yet? I have not. Generally, I'm a bigger fan of maps that have a decent amount of detail. Like even the big flat wide open maps, I like to have some detail, and I've been struggling to find something that kind of meets that requirement. I'll have to check that one out though and see how it looks. I have to say though, I've been simply amazed at how good this map looks, how full of terrain, bushes, trees, houses, everything, and I can still run at a full 60 FPS with my graphics dialed out to the maximum. I'm at like 400% or something like that. And then you know, you load up pretty much any other map that I've played, and without changing any settings, I struggled to stay at that frame rate. I have to reduce the graphics settings a little bit, so I'm pleasantly surprised at how detailed this map can be while still maintaining maximum FPS. Yeah, SK, we are leaping to success here. We're trying to get the achievement for jumping on a horse for 5 minutes straight. How do you put on your 4-ways in FS22, Jake? There's a key for that. I think it's the hazard lights. I don't remember what they call it in FS22. I had it mapped to either my end or my home key, though, at some point. But I do not recall. I don't think it's there by default. I think it's something you have to go in and add a key mapping for. Levin, you said you can't get in?
Yeah, it's I've purchased pumps and hoses, but it's telling me that it's still not available, so I don't know if it's what it's doing.
If you host a single player game, does it show up for you? I'm wondering if I've got like an old version of pumps and hoses that I need to update.
Good question.
It's on the numpad, King Sim? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the default key is. I know I just remapped it because I had a keyboard without a numpad on it for a little while on my streaming setup because I didn't have the desk room to have a full-size keyboard.
Oh, yeah, it tells me it's installed. So
Interesting. Yeah, I must have an old version. I'll have to check and see if there's a patch after I'm done jumping. I'm gonna need, I should have gotten a timer going on this so that I could tell how long I've been doing it. I definitely don't have the achievement though, because I checked on that just before the live stream on some weird off chance that I'd done this before. 5 minutes seems like such a long time when you're doing something like this. I do apologize. That's why we're starting out with it. I want to get it out of the way, and then we can get back to the farming. Kyle, how you doing? I am excited to be back to the streaming myself.
Yeah, you have 1.3, but it's 1.3.1.
Oh, jeez. All right, I'll do that right after we get this achievement.
You should hop to it. Huh.
Oh, goodness. Jake, what's my favorite truck in Farm Sim? I don't know. I haven't been much of a truck person historically. So I've been leaning towards... Oh, I'm stuck on the telephone pole, even though I'm nowhere near it. I've been leaning mostly towards the Ford F250 by Northwest Mods and Edits, just because he did such a great job with that truck, and it didn't really kill my frame rates. It wasn't huge and oversized. And then it also, he was kind enough to put my logo on the door for me, so I didn't have to do the hard work for myself. So that has won me over in a lot of ways. Okay, I am definitely developing some kind of a wrist dysfunction here. I'm gonna need like a armrest or something. Because the way that this cockpit works for my steering wheel is there's nothing to support my arm. It's not like when I'm sitting in my chair. This is one of the dumbest achievements that they have in the game, I think. Like everything else is related to actually playing the game, but jumping for 5 minutes straight is... not fun. Can you not hold the baseball down? The baseball? What are you talking about? When I install auto drive, it doesn't show up as a mod in my game. What should you do? That's a great question. Well, if you've got it in the right folder, it should show up. Generally, you need to look at your error log and see if you've got errors for some reason. Oh my goodness. It's been like 13 minutes that we've been streaming. I know I got hung up a couple times, but I wouldn't have think that a short pause like that would have caused us to lose all of our progress. Unless it's legitimately that you have to hop every step, and I can't take any steps in between hops, which would be bad because I'm not that good at timing it. And no, I can't just hold it down. The horse will just keep walking. It's a wonky setup. You have to actually wait until he touches down and then tap it again. Oh, goodness. An extra spring in my step. Nice. Oh, here comes another truck for me to faceplant into. Although I can't take the blame for that last one. He came up behind me and just ran me over. Then there was a tree in the way at the time, too. It was like we were blurring it out because it was unsafe for young eyes. Whistling Diesel Gaming, how you doing, man? Oh. Okay, I'm only gonna give this like 3 more minutes because I've had a good run here. And then we're gonna admit defeat to this one tonight. Leap year or not, this is killing my arm. Oh, there it is. You are not a kangaroo. Seriously, think of the poor animal. I was thinking of this poor animal. It's your stupid achievement system that forced me to torture it. I want to meet the dev that came up with that and take his dev card away. No more. Animal, yeah.
I can't remember. I can't.
Virtual cruelty. Call. Yeah, exactly. Is it PETA that? It does most of that.
I think so.
Oh, man. All right. I am going to park this guy in the stall here, and then we're going to update our mod super quick, and we're going to get back to farming. So he's going to go right there, and I just learned this. You have to brush them down after you ride them to clean them back up, which is kind of a cool mechanic. But there you go. We've got another achievement all wrapped up here. So let me save the game really quick. This is going to take but a moment. And we've got to quit all the way out. We're going to do this. Back to there. And let me just download the mod. I had the window open and everything on my other monitor, so give me a sec. Which one is it? It's pumps and hoses. I've got to copy a key, go to the downloads page. Making sure that I'm not showing my desktop to everybody with all my key stores for all my Farm Sim DLCs on the live stream might be frowned upon. I don't know.
And screenshot now.
Yo. All right. Wow, it's a whole gig. You said
Really?
1.3.1?
Yeah.
Yeah, 956 megabytes for pumps and hoses, folks.
Wow.
All right, close, or I can't close that window till it's done. We're almost there, folks. Did anybody have any fun stuff today with it being the weird leap day? I know a lot of companies I used to work for back in the day, several of them, we used to give everybody off on leap day since it's like a non-existent day the other, 4 years out of the every 5. It's always kind of a fun freebie for people. And we're back. Loading up. Didn't leave the house, Ryan. You know, I can't say the same. I had to take my son to swimming, but that is one of the weird things about being self-employed and working from home is I don't leave the house that often anymore.
I didn't leave the house either.
Pumps and hoses 131. Okay, I'm like looking over my mic to see if I've got it. We should be good to go. And scenes, streaming, back. There we go. Loading back in. 24%. Uh-oh, I've got the Windows loading icon now, like something's wrong.
Oh no.
Wait for program to respond. Okay. Sometimes if I accidentally Alt-Tab, Farm Sim likes to crash if I Alt-Tab while I'm loading a map sometimes. Sure. Alrighty. Let's get to it. So, last time we were doing field 54. Oh, that's right. We were trying to mow this field down here, and it was an absolute disaster. And now I have some better mowers and different things with all of the expansions on here. I'm going to take a quick look just out of curiosity. We're going to have to take out a heck of a loan to be able to handle all the things. Mowers, mowing technology. Yeah. There it is. So we have like one of these, I think. I guess we could have got the front mower for it, but now we've got a bunch of these other ones. We've kind of doubled down on this Samaz stuff, although that's a lot of more horsepower than we have right now. Might be interesting to continue to double down on that same equipment brand. We determined that this water trailer, though, is much too small. So I'm going to go ahead and take this over to unload it, and then we're going to get rid of it and start buying more equipment, I think. just cheated money. I'm not doing a playthrough. That's a fair point. We'll probably just take out a loan. I do always love to see how far I can get doing things semi-legitimately. And we've got a decent amount of land, so our loan cap should be pretty high. We are going to swap out a bunch of equipment today, though. I do not want to just stick with the equipment we've got on the farm. Try out a few different things. That's one of the reasons why we installed all the DLC on here. I've never played with most of the different DLCs that Giants has released because most of them didn't have any American equipment. And it'll be kind of fun to actually play around with some of those things. So I don't have I don't have any vehicle or equipment mods installed outside of the base game and the DLCs right now as a starting point. And we'll see how that goes, and then we'll probably get some more equipment on here beyond that next stream if we're still going at things, which we probably will be, because I need to breed a bunch of sheep and stuff here, and doing that's going to take a little bit of time and a repetition, I think. So we'll see. There we go. This tractor is like way oversized for this little tiny trailer. And sell it. All right, this one was way too small. Going away. Bye-bye. What jobs do I have left to do on the farm now? We've got to pick up all of those bales. We need to buy a bale trailer, and Livin actually sent me a list of mods, and I forgot to install them before the stream. I got down here like 5 minutes before the stream. I'm like, oh my gosh, trying to get it all done. So we might just move them off of the field for now, and then we'll get a bale trailer for next week. Buy an X9. I couldn't get an X9 through the farmyard on this map.
We could buy one. It just wouldn't move.
Exactly. So let me see. We've got 3 total fields. I think the main thing that we need to do, though, today is get the hay raked up, our abysmally mowed field down here. Finish tedding it and raking it so that we can bale it and get it up into the yard. Part of me wants to bring a mower out here because it's like one mowing width all the way down in between these rows. So maybe we'll do that. I can jump on the mower if you want to switch things out and get the tedder hooked up and ted stuff behind me.
Okay.
I think that'll be a plan. And we can always buy some more equipment too, but for the mowing, I don't think it'll matter because it's these narrow strips.
And the tedder is over.
It should be right, right by the fence there.
Oh, you got.
Yeah, the John Deere's already out in that field, I think.
Oh.
It's hooked up to the baler. Those are the only 2 tractors we have right now. We could buy a 3rd one. But I feel like if there's only 2 of us, oh my goodness. I'm 2 crashes up right here. That didn't count. I'm not counting that one. That was a love tap. It's like I'm 3 tractors long with this giant thing hanging out behind me.
The turn radius on this John Deere is like non-existent.
I know. That's why I said this. I think both of these tractors need to go so we can get something that can actually turn in our farmyard.
Oh no.
That's why I left it out there. So there was no way it was going anywhere. Uh-oh. Oh, well, you're on the fence.
Oh, literally.
How did you manage that? Look, I don't even know how to get you unstuck.
I don't either. Like that wheel.
Yeah, you're really wedged in there. It must have bounced. All right, here, give me a second. I keep backing up. I'm going to pull you over.
Oh my goodness.
All right, that part's over. And
I think this is worse in every way.
I need to get a good toe strap mod.
Oh man. Now I'm gonna hook up on the other side.
Oh my goodness. All right, hang on.
Wait now.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I know they have them out there, but a good towing mod where you have to use toe straps and like pull stuff out when it gets stuck, that would be fun. We used to do that a lot when we played on the FSN, the Farm Sim Network multiplayer thing. There was no super strength installed, so you had to either reset it, which was frowned upon, or actually get it unstuck using your wits and other vehicles.
That would be good enough for that.
Now, I have no idea how the speeds translate into kilometers an hour here for work speeds.
Oh, I'm your man.
So,
we're all kilometers per hour in Canada, so.
It's like it says I'm going 20. Does this thing have more than that? Let's see. 22. Okay. No idea how many miles an hour I'm going. Oops, we bumped right into that thing. See, now we've got a real crash counter going. Get a Fent 900 Vario Black Beauty. I love that in, what version of Farm Sim was that it came out the first time? That was like a special tractor in one of the previous versions of Farm Sim. And before I knew anything about mods that you could get off of the mod hub, that was one of my favorite tractors. Alright, let's see if I can... Whoa, that's close.
Yep.
I'm trying to like get all the stuff up closer to the farm first so that you can like work your way back down towards me, and then I started in the middle just to be confusing, cause some heartache.
Yeah.
I'm gonna purposefully drive at like a slight angle just to drive you crazy too.
We're professionals.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna sneak in front of you here. Oh, he's got a horn button. It's funny, I used to know where the horn was on my steering wheel here.
0 on mine. 0 on
Yeah. I've got this newer steering wheel, and I don't know
Oh, yeah.
what it is now. Wow. Well, I'm not getting that corner because this thing has a turning radius of a boat. Actually,
like
most boats turn pretty fast. A train. I'm trying to think of things that don't turn fast. All right, here we go. Now we're making progress. You know, I get Courseplay 2 chances to get this field done, and now I'm having to do it.
Yeah, the Fent 900 would be really fun to have.
King Sim trains don't turn? Exactly, that's my point. This thing does not turn. I don't think I have any form of a guidance steering mod on here right now, though. Like, I don't have enhanced vehicle, I don't have guidance steering, or maybe I do and I just didn't buy it. I can't remember. Rental Man Buck's friend Corey, there you go. Nah, Courseplay was not having it when we tried to get it to do this offset mowing course last time. I don't know why it was having such a fit with it, but I just gave up and said whatever. We bailed the headlands and called it a day. I feel like there used to be a Courseplay mode that would keep going around in a circle until it got to the center, like just never ending headlands. But I couldn't find it. They've got the racetrack and the other one both only do the number of headland passes at the end rows, and then they still do up-down rows. Matthew, Walter, how you doing? I'm doing good tonight. We are fixing the disaster that was our mowing last time because we're going to need, I think, a fair amount of hay to feed these horses and the sheep throughout the winter here.
You're not going to do cows, are you?
No. I've got all my cow achievements that I could need from UMRV.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. If I never see another cow, I'll be happy after UMRV. Oh, I bumped it over. Oh, I'm bumping into everything. Zoom. But yeah, it's funny though is I've got a modder talking to me about another very big cow-based map, and I'm like, oh, please take your time whenever it's ready. I need time to not be on a cow playthrough for a few weeks before I start in on another big. Yeah. I think this one's going to be cattle though, which will be even worse because you don't make money until you haul them away, and I'm not big on hauling animals, but we're gonna see if we can figure out how to get auto drive doing some of that for us, although auto drive doesn't load up animals automatically if I remember right. So we'll have to see. We may have to modify some semi-trailers to haul 1,000 cows or something.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
All right, I think that's more or less good enough for a mow job.
You missed spots down here.
Yeah, there's a bunch of spots. There's a whole strip up here, but it's 2 feet wide. It's not worth the energy. Plus, I gotta move all the equipment too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get stuck in a tree. We're gonna park this mower, and I'm gonna switch over to the windrower here. See if I can catch up with you. Nope. I didn't want to unfold you. I want to disconnect you. Here we go. Oh, love tap on the fence post. Excuse me. All right. You know what else I forgot to do? Fix my dead zone on the steering wheel again.
Oh, that, yeah.
That's why my driving's so erratic still. Oh.
I didn't know you had a pet peeve about the dead zone.
I do. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
I know. I was listening to a video today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The next recorded video, I think there's a multi-minute rant about dead zones and.
Yeah, I might have cut a little bit of it.
I went on and on, folks, for a while, so poor Livin has to listen to all the unfiltered things that I ramble about when I'm going up and down on rows for 2 hours straight.
It was good for a chuckle.
All right, let's see. I think we're gonna make pretty fast work of all of this. If I can avoid picking up too much of the untedded grass on the side here. There we go. See, I think the plan is gonna be to pick some brands and like double down on all their equipment. I saw the hay and forage pack, was it? Had a bunch of Pottinger equipment in it.
Yeah,
might
really
be
nice stuff, actually.
Interesting to grab a bunch of that stuff and play around with it after we get done with this, because this is our last real field work here that needs to be done right now. Whoops, oh, I thought I lifted this up. My bad.
Oh, no. Now I'm gonna
Yeah,
wreck
that's
your,
fine.
Yeah.
I was just coming down here to do up the long rows and wasn't planning on creating a barrier for you to jump over every time you spin around. But yeah, this is the last field work we have to do before we can. Well, not the last. This is the last harvesting type thing, and then we can jump into figuring out what we want to plant in our other 2 fields and what the calendar looks like and such.
If you want a money crop, oh my goodness, what's it called? Field beans?
Oh yeah.
Make a lot of money off of that one, but I don't know if that makes any sense for what you're trying to do.
Yeah, so I have to look now that we've got the jumping achievement. I don't know if I need to do a whole lot with the horse, so I don't know if I care if we're feeding it like the root crops that it needs and all that stuff. Like, I don't know if I really care that much. We've already abused that horse. We're just gonna keep going.
Poor horse.
So I'm more focused on making sure we're planting at least 1 field of stuff to feed the chickens. And then we're gonna need more grass/hay for the sheep. I'm keeping some hay for the horse right now, but technically we didn't even need to ted this for the sheep. The sheep will eat just plain grass.
There's also a alfalfa, I think.
Oh, is there? I don't know if
Yeah.
they'll eat that unless he modified the map to support it.
For what?
The sheep. Like, I only pretty much
Yeah.
care about feeding sheep.
Well,
Which
it's
is
in the map, so I don't know if he...
Grass and hay.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of those, like, we'd have to try it, I suppose. But I don't know if I'm willing to grow a whole field of it only to find out we can't do anything with it.
I think I just turned it into hay when I grew it. But
Okay.
maybe, if I remember correctly.
I do need... Well, let's think. If I don't care how good the horse is, I guess I don't need to grow oats. I was originally thinking I need oats and then either wheat or barley for the chickens. Man, it'd be nice if I had guidance steering. Let me at least go look at the... Oops. Menu here and see if I can figure out if I have it in the game. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Oh, I do have guidance steering installed as a mod at least. Okay, perfect. We just got to get some better tractors after we're done with this job.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
And maybe some more fields, too. Well, 3 fields. We'll see how long it goes. One of those fields was pretty big when I looked at it.
There's a field like straight down from the farmhouse that's like a big grass field.
Oh, yeah, I see it on the mini-map there.
Yeah. It's that's a pretty nice field, actually.
We might have to pick that one up. Let me see. That's field 107.
Yeah.
I'm going to start by doing this with a loan, and then we can always cheat if we really need to, but I'm kind of curious what the max loan limit is here. Oh my goodness, it's going to take a minute. Turn around. Seriously need my GPS, though. Alright, we'll go there. Back to pushing the button. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to wear my space button out.
Are we bailing this?
Yes, maybe. What? Can we store it in our bins?
No. You have silage bunks, but
Yeah, but I don't want it to turn into silage.
no, you want hay, so yeah, we gotta bale it.
I mean, not that Farm Sim cares. Like, our grass bales won't go bad, which is why you normally turn it into hay if you're gonna bale it. I'm just thinking about we need a grass product over the winter for the sheep. Like I could totally get a loading wagon right now and put it in there, but I need somewhere to store it over the winter. I don't know where we would store bales though either. I guess in that big barn.
I used to put some in like the big barn, but I also used to use this little like shack thing here. But it's hard to get in and out, so I would put them in the barn probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to sell that tractor and purchase an upgrade for yourself, just pick whatever you want out from the store base game that we've got.
Yep.
And then once I get done with this job, I can do the same.
Is this shop moved or is it still at the shop?
It should be moved. It should be sitting in front of the farmhouse there in that big grassy area.
Okay.
And then I need to finish getting more money out. Yeah, our loan is a lot more than the default 500,000 though that you get with like base game. So that's nice. I think it's because we own so much land. Oh, I need to.
Farm manager.
Yeah. Oh, turning around and I'll grab that. Farm manager. All the money in the world. Okay. 775 or 730,000. Okay. Not bad. Let's see. What would that field cost out of curiosity? I think it was this one. 240. That's not bad. We'll do it. We need as much grass as we can get anyway. Because I'd like to. Well, I don't know how many sheep our pen holds, but I'd like to get more sheep now that we're thinking about this. I wish it would tell me how many animals it held on this screen. Chat's being quiet today.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It's like, come on. Oh,
They're like, what are you doing? I need to run into some more fences. We've got quite a bit of hay out here. Now, this is one of those questions for people more familiar with the EU farming is, I know round bales are somewhat common, but do you see a lot of big square bales out in the EU as well? Specifically, I guess, in the UK, or is it pretty much all round bales? Because personally, I much prefer a good square baler over a round baler. They don't roll away. You can keep driving. You don't have to stop and unload. Mr. Junt, how's it going, sir?
Wow, Junt. I heard from him for a while.
Delivery costs are going to bankrupt us. How long am I going to be on for? For a while, until at least 11 usually. It's not open to the, yeah. I'll just mute Discord when there's the snoring in the background.
Oh, man.
Right now, I've just got this setup open to the staff team because I'm not planning ahead very far, to be honest, and I didn't have any mods set up. I don't know what we're doing. I can't afford to buy enough equipment, or we don't have enough land to have more than a couple of people farming, so it's just been one thing after another, but it is what it is. Corbin, what achievements are we going for? So we got the horse jumping achievement earlier in the stream, and really it's all the ones that I'm missing, which right now are a lot of the animal achievements. Sheep, chickens, and we have a couple others. I need to grow some sorghum, apparently. I haven't done enough of that on a non-multiplayer dedicated server. And then there's a cultivating achievement that I don't have because I never run a regular cultivator, I guess. I use too many mods that count as plowing or what have you, so we're going to have to do that. But there's those, and then I'm trying to think. There wasn't very many that I'm missing. Maybe for next stream I'll try and get a full list of the achievements that I have left. Oops, we're all over the place, trying to stay out of Livin's way. It's funny, that tractor looks so much bigger, but it's not that much wider.
No.
They look very tall, like the proportions are very different than an American tractor. All right, that's about as good as I'm gonna get. This is quite the handy area to park things. 8RX time, yeah, I don't think an 8RX is gonna fit on this map. They're not on the farmyard. Maybe.
Keep everything narrow.
All right, so this thing's gonna bite the dust, and I'm gonna go shopping for my ride here. Now, was that a large tractor they're living in, or a medium?
Medium, okay. Yeah.
I kind of like the Massey Ferguson.
The 7 or 8S are nice. That 8S is nice, especially if you get the special edition one. If they got that in here.
I don't know what I've got in here. 8S. And this is one of those things that's like, get the biggest motor. I love how it said wide tires, and then the tire got like an inch wider. Let me look at this again. Oh no, I clicked off of my farm sim. It's like, okay, here we go, and then wide tires. I don't buy it, folks. It's like 2 inches. Well, those are a little chunkier.
Try like some BKT or something.
I mean, I don't need wide tires. I just wanted to see like what their definition of wide was.
Need is I mean, do we need anything?
I definitely want something with a front 3-point.
Yeah.
Is 300 horse gonna be enough for us? Should be.
That's what I have. Yeah.
All right, so I've got the standard. Oh, I got the anniversary edition. It's like gray. 1% more flotation. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I like, the anniversary one.
Yeah, it looks pretty spiffy. I'm going to get the... Oh. I was going to get the front loader attachment, but I don't know which one I need yet, so I'm just going to not do it. I can always add it on later.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get all the bells and whistles because who knows what we're going to use. All right, looks like we're running red on this save.
A different kind of red.
Corbin, I do have quite a bit of work, but the one of the reasons why I picked this farm was that it has all the animals on one farm, so I could get any achievement I need for them. It's even got rabbits, which should be fun at some point. And let me take a look at the map here, folks. We need to figure out what we're planting. I can plant all of these in the winter, which is nice. So I can do... We're going to need either wheat or barley, I think, for the chickens, right? So maybe we'll do a field of that, and then what are you working on right now, Livin?
I'm baling.
Okay. I did buy that field, that big long straight field on the other side.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can get some better mowers and jump over there at some point too.
Yep.
But before that, I think what I might do is park this thing, my new fancy tractor, out of the way and go get that.
Oh god.
It's what's it called? Not a front loader, telehandler, and go pick up the straw bales so we can start planting out in that field too. This tractor's actually quite nice inside, especially considering it's base game equipment. I like it. All right. I think this is the problem. I haven't played with any of the base game stuff in Farm Sim because it's not American, and so I have zero appreciation for how good a quality some of this stuff is. All right, I've got a front loader. I've got a joystick. This is going to be fun. If you reset the tractors, they go directly to the farm, so you don't have to pay for delivery. Oh, we set up the
but
store
even without the
deliveries
store
mod.
deliveries, even without that, I think they still spawn back on the farm.
Oh, really? That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Like
It's
over
fine.
next to that, in that
We
grassy area where the fence is.
We can always win the lottery and give ourselves some more money since this is just an achievement run. I think I'd rather get some cool equipment and see what it looks like.
That's how I feel.
I do enough actual playthroughs where I'm driving myself nuts trying to do everything just right. Sometimes it's fun to just play around a little bit.
SK is not here, so we can have all the fun in the world.
SK would have us out here with tiny open cab stuff. Or was that me? I can't remember now.
That was you.
That was me? Oh, well.
No,
You know, it happens.
I don't know.
I'm going to put the hay up here by this little bunker. Not the hay, the straw.
And Derry would have us harvesting corn with a one row.
I know. He was
behind.
upset that we had, was it a 2-row or a 3-row pull behind? And he's like, no, we need to downsize. This is too big. Oh, goodness. Meanwhile, yeah, I think you were shopping around for the largest equipment that you can possibly have in Farm Sim.
Always. I'm the only guy who's never farmed in real life, and I'm like going around looking for the biggest combine, the biggest tractor.
That's what I'm gonna do on Tahitian here. Is we've got the largest equipment I can get right now, at least for Rowcraft Ready. But we're gonna see that. I think Rowcraft Ready's days are counting down here. The performance issues have been unpleasant, to say the least.
Yeah, that would be enough to turn me off. You're playing with the best graphics card on the market at the moment, and you still can't manage to hit like
30 FPS?
a livable frame rate. So tells you a lot.
Yeah. And this is one of those cases where I don't think it's just Farm Sim, because you get into a map like this, right? And
Yeah.
it shows that it fluctuates, but that's just because I'm capping on my frame rates with my monitors, and it's like I'm a steady 60 frame rates, no problems with, my settings at, I think I'm at 400% on all my graphics settings right now.
Yeah. You did it outside the game, right?
Yeah. Edit the XML file. It's the only way.
Yeah. I don't have everything set to 400%, but I have everything as max as I can get it, and on this map I'm perfectly like locked at 60. But
yeah. Mr. T-Bone, how you doing? I am forgetting that this thing is a hydrostatic drive and does not have a reverse gear. I don't know why I'm putting all the bales into this little silage bunk thing, because it's going to make them just as difficult to get back out later.
yeah. If you see bales on their side, I have no idea how they got like that. I promise.
Is that crazy guy driving the mower that must have run him over?
Yeah.
I
may
love
back
that this
over 'em a
thing-
few times.
I love that this thing drives so fast, though. It's the first time I've loaded bales by hand and not absolutely hated it. I
They
have the
have an
visibility to drive and cab, too. They have an electric one?
One like that, yeah, same brand, and it's actually
Really?
pretty fun. Yeah,
I like the whole electric thing in Farm Sim for some reason. I did that whole series with electric only.
yeah, yeah. If they added more mods, it'd be fun.
Alright, I think I've got them all. I guess I can just leave this here for now. Or no, actually, you've probably got some bales.
Yeah, I got a few.
This is one of those things where, you know, we could get a bale trailer and haul a trailer full up to the sheep there, but I almost feel like it's going to be faster to just drive it from the field out right over to the pen half the time, especially once we get to a loading wagon.
So what I used to do when I was playing through on this map, I had sheep and cows, but I used to have enough bales that I'd store what I needed and then sell a bunch.
Yep.
Yeah, so
We might do some of that too, because technically for the sheep, I can put just the grass in there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be hay.
hey,
What do we got? Is that Brittany Kluver? Say my name. Okay.
say my name, say my name.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Just not brave enough to sing on stream.
Brave enough for just don't care. That's how I feel.
That's true. Do you have the joystick in the steering wheel, and does it work on PS4? No, I'm using the oh gosh, what's the name of the brand? The T.
Thrustmaster.
Thrustmaster, there you go. They
That's funny
sponsored me,
name.
I should know better. Thrustmaster Farm Stick. And it has been probably the best joystick I've ever used in Farm Sim, and I've used a few different ones over the years, and I really like it. It's worked out great. Oh, I'm getting speedy at this.
Yeah, I have to say their stuff is pretty nice. I have the yoke and the stick for Flight Sim, and both are really nice. Really nice.
Yeah, the steering wheel is great, and I've got the, I don't know what they called it, but the truck kit for it where it sets it flat, which I've really liked. Although it's a little bit annoying on my desk setup because it sits it so far off of the mount that I have, so there's not a lot of room for me to get in and out. But
Right.
it works really well. I'm gonna
I
go
wanted to
dump
buy the desk clamp for my joystick
oh yeah.
from Thrustmaster, but it's like $120 Canadian
Oh wow.
just for a metal clamp. So I don't know.
I got a 3D printer now. I'm gonna start just printing all my own mounts and stuff for different things. Although a joystick's gonna take a lot of abuse. I have to look at what kind of material I'd need to print for something like that. Your singing was so good, we're gonna get a copyright strike on the stream, they're saying.
Oh,
So close to the real thing.
I guess that's what 3 years of music school will do for you.
Man, there's some bumpy spots on this field. Or on the entrance into the field, I should say. But yeah, this thing flies. The farm stick does not work on PS4. The steering wheel would, but the joystick part, I don't think the PS4 or the Xbox support the standalone joysticks at this point in time, which is unfortunate because it's super handy. It's got a ton of buttons on it, and it lets me control my gears and everything else really easily. I got a toggle for my gears and my ranges right on the stick, And once you get used to it, you never even have to look down to see what you're doing. Everything's just mapped in a way that I personally found very intuitive. I'm not usually one for really pushing a product, especially like the Thrustmaster stuff is kind of expensive compared to what you can get if you buy something a little bit cheaper. But this is one of those cases where I think you get what you pay for, and their stuff has been really solid. I've been using it since I did my sponsored stream, which was back in November, I want to say.
Yeah.
And all my videos have been recorded with it since, and I can't imagine like going back to not using it for sure.
I think it's pretty reasonably priced considering what you're getting.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I guess my
not...
other joysticks were Thrustmaster joysticks too, now that I think about it. I had these space flight sim ones, which work great for space games. I played a little bit of Star Citizen.
And it will also work really good for you when you get a Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Ooh, yeah, that too. Hey, I'm all in on the next version. They've got crop dusting, so I can justify doing it on the channel without getting in trouble with Giants over my exclusive farming simulation style games. I get away with it on ATS as long as I'm taking farm contracts.
Really?
Yeah, it's technically a farming simulation type game. They've got all kinds of contracts where you can haul tractor equipment and stuff on the road.
They do, yeah. Yeah.
What's funny is I've talked to a lot of the other farming simulator content creators, and some of them must have a different contract than I do, because mine is farming simulation style games, and I think theirs is like they can only play farming simulator to be considered exclusive. So they must have updated the contract verbiage at some point, and I'm like grandfathered in.
Right.
So it's always kind of funny. But yeah, this is crazy. It's a very repetitive job here, but it's very fast. I'm a pedal to the floor kind of a driver too, and this four-wheel steering on this thing. This is great.
Yeah, there's no.
You'd probably be stressed out if. I haven't crashed with this thing yet. That I'm counting.
Oh,
if you bounce off of it and you keep going.
I'm watching you on my other monitor, and it's like, you're just buzzing around.
But I mean, think about how long this stuff would take if I was solo, because I wouldn't be getting anything else done. But you're out there bailing, and so I can move stuff around. It's amazing what an extra person on the farm will do for you. Not going crazy. Jake, how you doing?
Gonna have to set up your next cow farm adventure with multiplayer too, so those silage videos don't take 3 years.
Oh my goodness. And that would be one where it wouldn't just go faster, it would go insanely fast having real people helping, because I wouldn't spend all this time getting things unstuck.
And if you need nostalgia, I can always drive into a ditch, not a problem.
Just for old time's sake, we'll put one in the ditch.
Remember those days with Courseplay?
We're doing good, Jake. Doing good. Welcome to the stream, sir. What am I doing? Oh, wait, that's right. I was gonna come over here and grab this random bale. I don't know why I stuck this bale back here.
I've missed a lot of spots. I'm holding true to.
We don't want to let the original Courseplay worker down.
Yeah.
He worked so hard to make sure we'd miss bits of that field.
Exactly.
We are working on getting some animal achievements here on Court Farms. I haven't played very many EU maps, and so when I went out looking for which EU map I wanted to play, this one kind of unanimously came across as one of the best maps out there. So, and I guess I can't call it an EU map anymore. The UK's not even part of the EU, is it?
No, it's not.
They left. So, I'll just say over the pond.
Across the pond.
We've got to get the sheep fed here. How far are we getting anyway? I haven't checked. I've been running more bales than I can count out here. Oh, we're getting closer to full. That's cool. All right, we've probably got 3 or 4 more bales and we'll be full up there.
Are you just
the
taking
vids,
everything
appreciate
out to
it.
the sheep? Is that what you're
Yeah,
doing?
I've been just running them straight into the sheep pens.
Yeah. They need water too, right?
They do. They're not out right now because I'm not moving time forward, but we need a bigger water trailer.
Yeah, I think when I played, I used to get so annoyed with it. I just went and got one of these like insane capacity water trailers and
Parked it there.
yeah, basically.
There's a mod that you can like put a water spigot right there and never have to do it again.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna try that. I don't know for sure.
I don't remember it working very well because I think I tried that on our what was that map that we started playing on? Silver Run.
Oh yeah, there's that
the
one.
Platinum expansion map, and originally the plan was to get a bunch of achievements on that map, so we bought sheep, and then I figured out
Right.
that you don't get achievements on a dedicated multiplayer server. It's only if you host locally like we're doing now. So we bought the sheep, never got any progress on the achievements, and just stopped feeding or watering them. They were still there how many seasons
stopped.
later, starving to death.
We just stopped everything on that map. Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, it was fun.
Alright, let's go.
The totally unplanned flipping of the Jeep.
Uh-huh.
But, oh boy.
Boy. That was a good fun.
And I can still remember SK drove. Was it SK or you? Oh, just down from where I had flipped the Jeep, and then all of a sudden you look down and the truck is flipped over too.
I think
Oh,
we
man.
managed to flip all 3 vehicles in that episode.
I'm pretty sure we figured it out. Yeah. Yeah, I've got pretty much everything off of this field that I can get,
Perfect.
and the baler's at like 68%.
Well, we have this big grass field next to us. I was thinking though that after we got these bales, we would switch out and get a wagon. What do you call it? A
Yep.
loading wagon, and take that
Yep.
approach instead.
Yeah, I agree. If we're
then-
doing silage though, because
We don't
Or
need
can we-
silage.
can we drop into just? Oh, so yes, you've already said we can drop grass into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally crashed. I'm trying to get off of this pillar. It was
Might
like,
need more
what,
money.
20 bales? We're going to need more money.
Yeah.
We're at the max. We'll have to give ourselves some money.
I'll go buy a scratch ticket or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how the lottery works in the UK.
I don't.
We might
either,
have
but
to have
we'll-
SK send us a ticket, wire us some money. all that money we made on Silver Run, chopping trees down. Grandpa, we finally got unguilty. We just sold Grandpa's farm. We're done with it.
Exactly.
No emotional attachment. It's gone.
Grandpa who?
Although, pretty sure Mr. Tannenberg froze our accounts or something.
Oh yeah.
My son still asks when Mr. Tannenberg's gonna come back.
He's retired, son.
Yeah, he's done. He's out chasing those pesky farmers still.
He's probably dead by now, but don't say that to him, though.
Oh, the crash counter police are here. I missed one.
So
Oh,
did
we
you
almost
want-
tipped.
I should look and see what.
We need a better set of mowers, and our bales are full on the sheep. So the rest of these can go into storage for a snowy day.
Weird. I thought there was more. Oh, this is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Farmer Trio's having pizza. Is that how I interpret the emoji?
Okay, so we might not need a loan right away.
Ooh,
We
I
could
wonder
get.
if I can put them
You don't
here.
need silage additive though, because we're not.
Nope, we don't need any silage. I could put them there, but then I'd have to drive back here to get them. There's got to be somewhere to stick them that's closer to the sheep. Ooh, that was close.
I just spent all our money.
Okay.
So are we gonna get like a mower that's like front and side, or one that?
That
comes-
was my thought.
We could even get the one that spans the entire width of the tractor and has the front thing too. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, this is quite the pickup wagon.
Is it large? Oh my goodness. Well, that's good. It'll hold a lot.
Oh, it will, yeah. I didn't check the required horsepower. Just better double check that. 250. We're good.
All right. So yeah, we should get the mower where you got one on the front and then the two wings on the back,
Yeah,
so that we can rip through the mowing faster.
but like I said, we will need to buy some lottery tickets here.
It's cool. We want to play the $1 million lotto.
Maybe, yeah. Just to see if we can win. Try our luck.
Man, we got some luck.
Holy moly.
I mean, we're still $730,000 in debt, but we'll do what most lottery players do and just spend all the money. We're not gonna save or invest any of it.
We need savings. We're here for a good time, not a long time.
Exactly. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, 4 wheels back on the ground.
Pizza would be amazing right now, Trio.
I
I would love some pizza.
busted the smoker back out today and made a smoked chorizo queso mac and cheese for dinner. It was amazing.
I love food I can't pronounce. Maybe I'll.
Oh, I finally did it. That
What'd you
doesn't
do?
count. I tipped over.
Oh, you tipped over. Okay. I got to see it on screen. It was nice. How do I do anything in this game anymore?
I know, right? It was like the other night when I was trying to figure out how a round baler works again. Like, I don't do this. I use square balers. The bale comes out the back on its own. What do you mean I gotta push a button?
I got really into playing on this map, like, for a while, for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. But then I just went back to Flight Simulator, and that's where I've been staying.
I've been playing offline a little bit, a game called Pacific Drive, which
Okay.
is like you drive around in a car, and there's a lot of weird stuff going around, but it's a driving simulator at its core.
Cool.
And it's very addicting.
I've seen some guys playing some crazy like simulation games. Like there's one that's like you go around and you buy like storage units that people have abandoned, kind of like the show that used to come on. I can't remember. I guess it was like Storage Wars or something.
Yeah,
And you gotta like search through and try to find how much money you can make.
that's interesting. I saw that the people who made Mudrunner came out with a new like expedition game that some streamers got early access to today that looked kind of interesting.
Oh, okay.
Where you it's a lot like Mudrunner or SnowRunner, except instead of being 100% about the logistics, you've got little missions to go and build outposts or whatever, and explore areas and stuff, and it looked like it might be a lot of fun. I always liked the physics in those games. I never got around to playing them for any amount of time though. Alright, I think I've done about all the moving bales I can do in one sitting, so I'm going to pull this over for a second. And I'm going to go look at what we need to do on the planting side for a bit of a change of pace.
Oh, yeah, we need a nice planter.
Yeah. So,
I know which one we should get, but,
Which one do we have to get?
You want me to buy it?
Yeah, you could buy it. I'm going to sell the other one real quick. If I can remember the store menus in a different screen.
I'm very good at spending money.
We've got this piece of junk. That's going away. Now, I suppose I need to do some kind of like tillage or something. We've got precision farming on. Did I ever buy my precision farming maps? I don't have precision farming maps. Okay. Buy.
At least they're not too expensive.
Buy. Yeah, no kidding. I'm used to playing on maps where that would have cost me $500,000.
Exactly. I don't know what it is about this map though. There's just something cool about it. It's just really well done, I guess.
Oh, this thing's huge. Although it folds up nice and small. But yeah, I hear you. The map is, I don't know, it just looks nice. What I like most about it, I think, is the ability to look into the distance and just it looks and feels natural. Like there's a whole town over there that you can look at, and part of it's real. And I flew over there actually off camera, and all those buildings, or a lot of those buildings, are actually 3D buildings that are placed outside of the map boundary.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is just neat.
Yeah.
Now, does this thing do direct drill? It does. So I don't technically need to cultivate with this, which would probably be more or less realistic for what we're trying to do. I'm gonna need some seed and fertilizer though. Is there a fill point on this map, or am I buying pallets?
There is maybe, but I used to always just buy pallets.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing.
That's not to say that's the best route, but I don't know if there is or not. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything nearby. The lime station's way up there. Okay, we're buying some pallets. I should play Edgewater again. I get a lot of requests for that, which is interesting to me because when I was playing on it, I wasn't getting that many views on those videos, so I'll definitely consider jumping back into it at some point, but it's not been something that the stats lined up with the amount of times people are asking me about it, which is interesting to me. I'm always curious about that.
That map was really well done as well.
I like that map a lot. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how many of these I actually need, so I'm going to buy 2 of each and see how much this holds. I'm used to giant-sized American equipment, though. Oh.
had a really big server lag or whatever at that point, and I went all over the place.
Holy buckets, look at all those options. I'm trying to figure out how to open my hopper up to load this seed up.
I thought you just had to drive by it. Try the N button, maybe?
Yeah, I've remapped mine to Z, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Let me try with the seed. Like, normally when you're next to a pallet, it just opens your hoppers up, yeah. And this one's not doing that for me.
And that's a base game, I guess.
I know, that's why I'm confused right now.
Yeah. There's also fertilizer that can also take fertilizer.
Yeah, I bought both.
Depending on what we're...
I'm trying the other side right now just to see if it was like... Nope.
I've loaded it before.
Doing it.
Weird.
I'll try unfolding it and seeing if that helps.
Yeah,
it does have a lot of stuff. It's got a lot of stuff on top of it where the lids wouldn't technically be able to open if I didn't unfold it.
True. Maybe that is the case. I don't know.
Yeah. Alright. Well, there we go.
So it worked?
Okay. Well, it opened, but now it's not actually loading. Okay. Like, it detects the seed, but I can't push R to load.
That's weird.
Like, maybe it's because it's not bag pallets, it's these other... I got the big bag ones instead of the...
Yeah, that's what I used to
hand ones. Because I can pick them up and put them over. This is obnoxious.
I'm sure I've loaded that. Well, still folded and just by driving up next to the pallet. I'm pretty sure I've done that.
I must have some kind of a mod that's causing issues. That's okay. We can do it the hard way.
Called the realistic way.
Yeah, because me picking up pallets and carrying them up here is ultra realistic.
It's realistic if you're a Thor.
What's horrible is that if you pick them up by hand and unload them, it works. But if I just set it down on top, it doesn't work. I have to have it in my hand for it to unload like this. This is so ridiculous. All right. Whatever. It's done now. Oh, we're not even half full. Oh, well. We got small fields. This should be no problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the real question is, how do I get to that field?
Which field is it?
The 57 is where I was going to start.
Drive down past the horse paddock there.
Uh-huh.
Keep going out that way. Just straight.
Here we go.
Keep going straight. Yeah.
Now that's a decent sized field for
it is, yeah.
What we've seen so far.
Field. Yeah, that's the biggest one we have.
All right, let's get a GPS. On. There we go. And I'm trying to think. We're gonna do some headlands. Should we do, what do we need for chickens? Wheat or barley, if I remember, excuse me.
I know they eat wheat for sure. I think barley works too, though.
I'm trying to remember what we did on the other map when we were going to start trying to do chickens. That was another case of we started doing chickens and then I realized I can't get my achievements, so I gave up on it.
Oh, yeah.
Just says grain. I think it's wheat or barley. Well, we did wheat before. Fruit cannot be planted in August. I thought it could. Oh, no. We've got to go forward a month before we can even do this. My bad. Well, we're all set up and ready to go when we move the clock forward a month here. Let me see. What else do we have that we're in the middle of right now?
I'm mowing.
Okay. On that new big field?
Yeah. So we're just gonna put this in a windrow and then pick it up with that
Yep.
wagon.
Yep. I'll go grab the windrower. Although we were going to upgrade the windrower too, weren't we?
Yeah. There's a really big one. It's almost too big for this map, but it's nice.
What did we get for the loading wagon? A Pottinger?
Yes, and
Is
I
there
got
a-
Pottinger for the mower too.
Okay. Is there a Pottinger windrower?
Yeah, that windrower would be. That's the one I'm thinking about. It's massive.
Let's see. What's massive?
It's fun though. It's fun.
Windrowers.
Super nice. Go big or go home.
Oh man. So we're going to try and farm with the biggest equipment possible on the smallest map. I love it. Okay, I don't know what that's for. I don't know what that's for. I don't know what that's for. Okay, we're just going to go with it. It's not that expensive. And let's come in here. We're going to get rid of the other one.
I can't wait for you to see how big that is when it's hooked up to your tractor.
Hey, it didn't require that much horsepower. Should be fine.
No. It's only, I guess, spinning grass around, but anyway. It's almost as big or bigger than the wagon.
Oh no.
I love it.
How am I going to get this through the yard? It's not that wide. It's just so long.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. I've done it. I've gotten it around the farm, but it was just the pain.
I don't think I
ended up
have
getting,
the seed add-on mod installed.
No, I don't think you have that. I ended up getting the Coon, I think it is. The one that I really like it. It's like a belt system on it instead of the big, I don't know what they're called, swirly things.
Oh, yeah. Where is the entrance to the field you're in?
Oh, you didn't have to go. You should have just, if you're coming where I am,
Yeah.
yeah, that grass field, if you just came down straight down the driveway,
Uh-huh.
you would have, yeah.
Oops.
You're gone wrong. You're gone the wrong way.
But I have to turn
although
around
you're-
now. Oh, no, there's an entrance right there.
Oh yeah, you can come straight down. Oh, but, like I'm watching like 2 minutes behind.
Yeah, there's a
Or
delay
whatever
on the
it is.
stream because I'm streaming in 1440.
Yeah. So
There we go.
I see you.
Because we don't need to ted this because we don't care if it's
No.
hay.
Yeah, we just want grass. So,
All right. We will turn this into grass. But before I start on this, I do want to jump over to the sheep farm again real quick here. I want to look at this thing. And see if it'll tell me how many animals it holds when I'm standing here. Of course not. R. Okay. So we can get 100 in here. So if I have a total of 50, then I'll have enough room for them to birth, and then I can sell the new ones.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll do that. Some of them had started getting healthier because they're eating. Got it.
funny how animals do that.
Eh,
Get healthier once they eat. Not like our cows on. Which
what
map
map
was that?
That's gonna drive me nuts.
the big one, the big.
The
like,
New
I think
York.
like
It was.
Nope, it was the 16X one. It was one of the first ones we did a staff farm on.
The multiplayer one that I ran
Yeah.
for the
with the members.
yeah, that was a Michigan-based map, I thought. Oh, what was that one called? Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts.
But yeah, every one of our cows died.
Yes. We did not do a good job of feeding them.
Yep. I blame SK. I think it was his fault.
Usually is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've got a GPS track on a very awkward angle of 157.5 degrees. I'm going to take the headland first and then work my way back around, I suppose. It's so weird not having gears in a big tractor like this.
Oh yeah.
I get so used to having to check that I'm not going too slow because I forgot to gear up or something. And this week has just flown by too. I don't know how it's Thursday night already.
Yeah, I know. I had a lot of deadlines at work this week, so it was very quick going.
Hey, KRVN, how you doing? Brian with the save there. Huron County was the name of that map. That is correct.
Yep.
And we killed a lot of cows on that.
We bought the giant cow barn.
Yes.
Like one of the biggest ones we could find. And then they all died.
Yeah. And we spent so much time logging to clear that area out, I remember, on stream.
Yeah. Yep. It was fun. But
It was fun.
the cows did not like it.
That was the precursor to me coming up with the bright idea that we should do logging for a roleplay series.
It was. It was.
That was about the end of us. That was the worst idea I've ever had. Yeah, PETA wouldn't like us very much. That's true.
Nope.
They wouldn't like most of what I do in Farm Sim, I'm pretty sure. The irony is that even after being a member of my community for years, SK let me come out and drive his equipment around.
That's true.
He knew better too.
Yep. I mean, if you had done anything like to hurt, like to damage his equipment, all you had to say was like, "I told you so." Because
Yeah, I know. Like, no court of law would have upheld any complaint on his end. Like, so let me get this straight. You've been a member of his community for how many years? You've seen how he drives, and you let him drive something? I'm sorry, sir. There's no amount of insurance that's going to cover this. Oh. Man, I got this tickle in my throat. They will not go away tonight. Somehow, my kid managed to get sick a week ago Monday, and he was at a sleepover at somebody's house. Got sick enough to throw up, but they thought he was just so excited because it was like they had a birthday party and a bunch of stuff in the day, so they didn't think much of it, and so they didn't send him home. You know, they let me know in the morning. He was doing fine after, no big deal, right? And then they all proceeded to get sick after that. All the kids in their house went down sick with the stomach issues, right? And so somehow, though, I managed to not get sick. And I think it's because he was sick while he was somewhere else for a day and a half. And I missed that window where he always gets me sick. I think it's the first time since I had kids that I didn't get sick when one of the kids got sick.
That's crazy. I'm still floored that, like, my wife, both my kids all had COVID like multiple times.
That's
and
a weird
never
thing to
did
be
get it.
floored about.
Well, and then I never
No,
did get
yeah,
it.
No, yeah, that's
Yeah.
my wife was sick last week, and she doesn't get sick very often at all, and she was convinced that she must have COVID or something, so she went and took a test because she's like, I haven't been this sick and I don't remember how long. But no, not so much, because there's been like another strain of it going around here lately, and I was
Yeah,
like, I thought we were
there's-
past this years ago. I'm done.
Yeah, there's multiple strains.
Oh goodness.
Who would have thought we'd still be talking about that after
I know.
this much time has passed? But
I'm curious to see what long-term impact it has on like my kids, because I've got one kid that's in college now, so this was kind of a blip in his early high school years, right? He spent a year of high school at home, which
Yep.
is, I was homeschooled, so I don't have a personal experience with it, but in from what I've heard and know about it, that's very important for your social development. That's kind of where you're learning how all that junk works with people for a lot of individuals. And then my youngest missed out on a year of preschool and part of kindergarten going through all that stuff still, right? So it's like,
right.
Did that have any lasting effects on his early childhood
Right.
development? Who knows? It'll be fun to see in 10 years.
Yeah, it definitely had an effect, I'm sure, on some parts of
Some level, yeah.
something.
It definitely had an effect on my sanity, having kids stuck at home with you all day. There's no breaks. I love my kids, but get out of the house.
Yeah. Definitely.
KRVN, you're in denial. You're just not going to acknowledge it. It's good. That's one way to address it. Denial is a very useful tool in the box. You went to school 24/7 and you're socially awkward, so there you go. I was homeschooled, so I just get to blame everything on my parents. I never learned how to interact with people appropriately. I'm sorry.
My kids are in private school, so it's
Oh, there you go. That's
the next closest thing, I guess.
so they're gonna talk to their shrinks about how messed up their childhood were.
Oh man.
Hey, I went to private school and I turned out relatively normal.
There you go. I didn't
He's
even hear
lurking.
you come in, SK. Normally,
He's
Discord
lurking.
gives me a beep. He's just in here chuckling at us.
I heard it beep.
I got on.
And I think
and
I
my
heard,
wife
like-
wanted to talk to me, so then I disconnected, and then my wife left, so then I got back on.
How's the bacon coming, SK?
Oh, it was a struggle. It was my first time ever using the cold smoker, and I just had it outside, and the wind kept blowing out the little ash that I was creating. So once I made a wind block, then it started to work all right. I got it hanging in the cooler, and I'll slice it nice and thick tomorrow morning, hopefully.
Nice.
Man.
How does a cold smoker work? I've never used one.
Basically, I've got it's an old commercial refrigerator, and it's got like a half-inch pipe that comes out the side, and then goes up to this called it's a smoke pod. It's not your daddy's smoker or smoke daddy's or something, where you fill it with wood chips, and you light the bottom, and then you attach a little fish pump to the side, and it like blows the smoke through the pipe up into the fridge. There's actually no heat in the container. That
Okay.
you're smoking in, you're just blowing smoke.
So what temp is? I mean, the fridge isn't plugged in, right? It's just
No.
a housing.
Yep.
So all that's outside though, right? So it's probably pretty cool there still.
Yeah, it was, I think the warmest it got was like 60 degrees. Yeah,
Okay.
Cold smoky, you want to keep it below 90 degrees.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah.
and because I used, those blasted nitrates, real hot thing in the cold smoking and curing world is nitrates.
Okay.
Because I used them in my cure. That really lowers the risk of disease and bacteria setting in. So I don't know. We'll find out. I figured I'd try 2 different methods, and I'll eat some first, and then I'll wait and see if I get sick and die before giving any to anyone else.
It's one way to do it. The Royal Taste Tester.
I have a bit of a problem.
Well, yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna get this to unload into this thing.
What are we doing now?
Trying to unload the grass.
Into what?
Oh, you wanted to put with the sheep, right?
Yeah, but the sheep are full.
Oh, so where are we putting it?
I don't know. That's why I was like, can we put it into the bins? I don't know if we have a storage mod on here for grass. Because the barn will hold hay, right? Like the base game barn mod. But we didn't TED it, so we can't we can't do that. We might have to download a mod. Let me look and see if I can see something in here. Sheds. It's not going to be under sheds.
We could put it in one of the silage bins and just not cover it.
I've got those steel object storage mod on here. We can do that.
Oh yeah. The only thing is, where do we put it?
I don't know. The hay loft stores hay and straw, which won't work for grass. This is why you TED it, because then you can store the hay long term. We've messed up.
Ted.
We can just leave it here and pick it up later. The grass will go through it. It's not going to deteriorate.
True. I'll just leave the thing full.
Yeah. Like, I imagine that 50 sheep are going to eat through some food pretty fast. Maybe.
Well. You try to do a good thing, and, you know.
I know.
Cool. Yeah, so you're gonna just finish Windrowing, I guess, and then...
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this here, yep. All right. Now we got a ton of fields to plant. I think we're gonna just do... I need to plant sorghum in one of these fields because I have an achievement for sorghum. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do a field of sorghum, but I don't think the chickens will eat sorghum. So I'm thinking a field of sorghum and a field of barley.
I thought chickens did eat sorghum.
I thought they did too.
Well, then maybe we'll just do sorghum.
Way back when, that's what we were feeding them.
What was it? Okay, I can't remember. There's a really cool website for this. I'm gonna pull up real quick. It's called farmingsimulator.com. Their tutorials for FS22, some of them were actually kind of helpful. Let me see here. Oh, I've got a screen for this. Scenes. Desktop. There we go. Let's see if they can tell us anything useful. How to treat your animals. Chickens. Overview on chickens. They can eat wheat, barley, and sorghum. Look at that. So handy. All right. And a back. Hey, you got a fancy shirt.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thought I'd represent, you know.
Oh, wait, you've got a Massey Ferguson hat, but I'm driving the Massey Ferguson.
I know, well, you know.
What are we doing?
I don't see the brand of my tractor in here.
Oh, I'm going to skip ahead a day.
You know, Levin, you've got the shirt in game, but are you a real Kedrick Farms fan? And do you have a shirt in real life?
Oh.
I do not. I do not.
Shipping to Canada is difficult.
So
Yeah, exactly. The shirt would probably cost me like $300 by the time I got here.
I know, it's ridiculous. Back when I was going
Canada?
across the
Where-
border all the time, I could have smuggled one in for you, but...
Canada? Where's Canada?
And it's not like you even live in Canada, so...
Well,
You
we
live
are
in...
we're the forgotten province.
Exactly, that area that's technically Canada, but let's be honest. Is
We
it
became
really?
part of Canada in 1942, 48, 49, 1949, I think it was. So,
Oh, hey, is that our wool? Is that what that is?
yeah, the little like pallets.
Oh, that's so cute, and it's out of the way and everything. I wish more maps did stuff like that. It's like little baby wool.
Oh man.
So how you can tell it's getting late.
Yeah. It's 12:18 a.m. where I am.
That's late. Oh, that's right. You guys have the wonky half
Yeah,
time
we have
zones.
the half-hour time zone.
Should be illegal.
I agree. And it's
Alright.
okay. So, and it's not even like half of the province is actually a half an hour behind us. So, oh man, it's funny.
Oh, but sorghum can't be planted in the winter. We'd have to wait and plant in the
we'd have to wait.
spring.
Right. So we could plant something now and then plant.
Well, but we can't. Well, we could plant now, but then we can't put sorghum in, which I have a sorghum achievement. So I think I need to wait
just leave
for
a
sorghum.
field. Yeah, leave a field empty.
Just leave it fallow.
There we go.
Or we could just leave it empty.
All right, so
How
what
are you
other jobs do we have? We gotta
There we go.
get. I got all the stuff out of this field. How much did our sheep eat? I'm like running just like when we were when I was driving that cart. Oh, they barely ate anything. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, we need to solve the water crisis, though.
Isn't there another name
sorghum.
for sorghum in some places?
There is. So
Milo,
we
isn't
do
it?
have it.
Yeah,
Milo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Milo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they call it in a lot of parts of the Midwest. So that was 550 gallons. So this one's 3 times as big, but this one didn't put a dent in it. This one's even bigger.
Just get the semi-tanker.
Yeah. I don't want to drive a semi in here, although I could get one of those flat-fronted single-axle lorries. Lorries, they're called. There you go. I guess I'll
Wow,
get...
we're really
one.
playing along with the whole, location thing here. Lorry.
I was, I will admit, I was watching a Daggerwind video a couple days ago, like trying to get my mind in this whole UK farming thing, and he calls him a lorry, and I'm always like, that's so cute. It's a lorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal.
I've learned a lot.
Women's
I learned a
tractor.
lot watching Scroft.
Scrop's a good one too.
Yeah. I enjoy it.
There's not enough time in the day to watch all these YouTubers.
I usually turn it on when I'm working. Just let let episodes play in the background kind of thing.
I could do that back when I was like programming and stuff. I can't really put one on
Yeah.
the background when I'm recording. That doesn't work so well.
You're recording a YouTube video and you're like watching the video, yeah.
I mean, technically, the way I set up my recording, I could do that, but as you're well aware, I have enough trouble getting all my audio inputs to show up on a recording as is. Trying to filter
no
out
idea what
a
you're talking
specific thing would be difficult.
I have no idea what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, the secret for the live stream people, since it's a narrow subset of the community, is I had to re-record audio for 3 episodes that I recorded because there was no microphone. So painful. You'll never guess which ones it were. Which ones they were. They were. I can't even talk. This tractor is huge.
gonna say, I hope you got enough power to pull that water around.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's my tractor. Don't drown it.
It's got some oomph.
Yeah, I like that tractor.
Okay, this is not going well. How hard can it be to back up? My goodness.
Why is your dog in the water?
Taking a
He hasn't been
bath.
fed. We don't like animals, remember?
I did figure out how to pet the dog finally. You have to push R of all things. Not the left click where you get the cool icon when you hover your mouse over it and left click interacts with that everywhere else. Nope, you have to push R, which is not in the F1 help menu, by the way. Man is the popular lorry brand. I have seen a bunch of man
You're not supposed to
semis.
call it man, though.
Is it
M-A-N.
It's M-A-N?
Yep.
I thought it was M-A-N-N.
think
Am I
it's
wrong?
M-A-N.
Just
Yeah, I
M-A-N?
think you're wrong. Yeah, I think you're W-R-O-N-G.
I
Oh,
thought you
no.
were gonna say it was actually they them truck brand.
It is M-A-N. Okay. But if it's M-A-N, it should be periods. Right? It's not M-A-C-K, it's Mac, because there's no dots in the middle. It's a Volvo.
Yep.
You want me to say it that way? Then spell it right.
Oh, man.
And stop calling our flashlights torches. I spent some time in the UK this summer. I was not a popular guy. Does this thing even fit in here? Oh, it does. Look at that.
We're probably one of those darn Yankees.
I was. Very disrespectful the
We
entire
say that
time I
up
was
here
over
as
there.
well, though. No, I'm just kidding. We don't. Sometimes.
You say a lot of other things though.
Like what?
You say all the time how Newfoundlanders have all kinds of wacky stuff.
Oh, Newfound. Okay. Yeah. We,
All right. How
sometimes
much
we
water?
forget to put our words in the right places.
Oh, I gotta do that 4 times.
Do what?
Is there
the
a
water?
fence over here? Woo!
We got a water tank, don't we?
Nobody saw that. We do. That costs money.
Oh, so it does. You're right.
Oh, who parked this here? I've had a hard enough time getting around in this yard without people parking stuff in the middle of the driveway. I wonder if I could just drive into the water.
You mean like the giant, in your tractor, maybe? Don't do it.
How deep can it be? Now the question is do I have the turn radius to get out of this? I don't think I do. How deep is this pool? It's not that deep. I bet you we can do it. We're gonna go mudding. It's gonna be a squad video now. All right, it's a squad video. We're stuck in the mud. Somebody call Buck. I did get the "you're too deep" message, so I was worried it was about to reset me.
Oh, man. The Matthew wouldn't get out of that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Oh,
hit the
that's a fence. The fence is there.
Who closed the gate?
That might have been me.
Now you open it when I'm coming back. I can't even see. Where am I at? What am I doing?
Oh, man.
Why am I here?
Yeah, it's getting late. The loopiness of cutting in.
That was a +1 crash counter for sure. Yeah, there was a couple of them in there, to be honest.
A couple.
All the times through the hedge don't count. There's no collisions. We're half up on water now, which is fine. Chickens don't drink water. And our pork... Oh, our horse is fine. He's totally fine. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be good enough for tonight. And next episode, or next stream, I should say, we'll probably move time forward to the spring and try and plant some crops. See if I can get some achievements for planting sorghum.
Wait.
Front weight?
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah.
There's already one over by what is that?
In the barn?
Yeah. There's one like right there by that fence.
Okay.
This little,
Oh yeah, there it is.
yeah.
I see it. We will have to get one of those. But first we gotta put Livin's tractor back in the pond. So yeah, I think next stream we'll move time forward to the spring and start doing some planting.
He really did too. Wow.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out tonight for the shenanigans, and we're having a lot of fun on this here Court Farms UK map, and we're keeping up with knocking out at least one achievement in each stream. Tonight we got 2. I petted my dog, although I don't know if I technically did that on stream or just before the stream. And then we got the horse achievement, which I'm excited about. Next time we're going to try for the sorghum achievement, and we'll see if we get one for breeding these sheep, because if I move time forward a bunch, we should start having little baby sheeps. We might even call them lambs next episode. We'll find out. However, that's gonna be all for today. Get her out. Oh, and then I can't end the stream because I don't remember how. This is it's an ongoing thing. I need a stop stream button, folks. We'll have to get one of those.